Right, and God, which one was it? Was it Money? Oh no. Yeah, welcome everyone to a stream. Hopefully, everything should be working fine now. I'll say fine now. I just didn't hit the right button. Yeah. So, welcome everyone to another Minecraft stream, because I'm that sad that I'm doing another Minecraft stream instead of doing something a little bit more interesting. It's very hot here, so and I'm slightly weirded out by it, quite frankly. So yeah, I'll probably be doing I don't know, half an hour stream thing, depending on who pops in really. Yes, and stuff. So what am I doing here? For those of you that will probably watch it after the fact, well, mainly I'm going to be doing some galgadrian metal stuff. I've got some new things. I've got a new mushroom farm, and I've got to work on diamonds desperately. So I'll probably be doing an awful lot of that sort of stuff, unless it starts to get quite chuggy. 15 FPS. So this is the problem that I'm getting now. My base is not particularly pleasant to watch. Might actually my base is quite chuggy at the moment, and so I'm changing my mind about what exactly to play. I do want to do a stream tonight, because I kind of want to keep doing them so that people know when these things are happening-ish. But I don't really know what to play on stream. Got some don't really fancy Fallout. Could try some Fortress Craft, I guess. Yeah, This may not have been as well planned as I thought it could be. I mean, unless I dig out something like I could do a game of Warzone, I guess. That should run at a reasonably decent frame rate, actually. Let me just see if I've got Warzone knocking around still. I might do that. I've had quite a few. Oh, ooh, no, here it is. Will it still work? Ooh, apparently not. I might have to grab it again. So Warzone 2100, for those of you that don't know, is a free game that you can get. Actually, apparently I've got it in there. Yeah, it's apparently a triple disc thing. God, what am I doing? I'm getting lost as what's happening. Yeah, sorry about for the black screen. I've got nothing. I'm not really showing anything at the moment because I'm trying to do stuff. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's an RTS set after nukes have fallen, basically. And what's quite interesting about it is that you design your own units to fill a role, I guess. It's going to take about 15 seconds for me to download this. And yeah, so it was released originally by Eidos, and the guys from the Warzone community got in touch with them and said, we'd really like to fix various issues in Warzone. Are you okay with this? And Eidos / the developers, whoever said that it was fine, basically said this is more than fine. What we're actually going to do is give you the source code. So instead of the community sort of just bodging things, reverse engineering, all that sort of thing, they actually had access to the source code for the game, which was kind of awesome. So I'm going to install that, and I'm going to do a skirmish for a little while of Warzone. It's obviously it's not particularly yeah, I agree. Obviously, it's not particularly graphically insane game because it was 2000 something or other. It actually ran on. I believe they did do a sort of PS2 version or something of it. God, I can't remember which. E. Click on E. Install. Right, it's now installing. So yeah, it's an IDOS game that was actually pretty good. Quite a few of those games were quite good back then. There's quite a lot of innovation in games back then, and we lost that for a time. Right, I now need to set up. Right, so we've now got Warzone installed. So now what I need to do is put it into a resolution that is not 640 by 480. Full screen. One thing I don't like about the menu is that I've got to click through each one. Texture size. How big do I want the textures? Big, very big. Turn on everything. I think my machine can handle it, especially with the upgrades I've done. So, yeah, okay. I'm doing an awful lot of stuff in the background here. Bear with me. Or one person that might be watching. I don't know if that one person watching is me or what that one person watching is. I just need to Warzone 2100 stream. And this is Warzone 2100. Excellent. So that's all now updated. This is now a Warzone stream, and if people like this, then I will probably do more of it. Unfortunately, I've got to do a few bits of setting up still. I want to add a game capture. Noisy 2100. Yep. And okay, I should have actually just checked. So I don't actually. Yep, I should have been. There should be audio. Okay. I'm not doing any push to talk. Okay. Right. Hopefully, this will now work. Are you going to work? That's the next question. Yes! Hello everyone! And welcome to Warzone 2100. Yeah, there was quite a lot of me messing around in the beginning there. Sorry for that. I just didn't think that you watching me play Minecraft at 15 frames a second, if that was going to be particularly enjoyable. Unfortunately, Minecraft is kind of intensive on the computer, especially when you're running that much stuff. So whilst it's fine for me to play it at 15 frames a second, it might not be particularly enjoyable for you to watch it. But I'm going to do a skirmish. So, interesting things about Warzone. For a start, there's only one race. There's just you. In the single player, there is... let's do a big one. Yeah, let's do a big one. Right. Scavengers. Oh yeah, there are actually 3 factions in the game, but 2 are not playable. Let's have the scavengers, because scavengers are kind of nice. No alliances, because I'm going to just be against everyone, and this is going to go horribly wrong. Start with no bases. Medium power levels, yeah. Set structure and limits, don't need to worry about any of that. I want to change that to who I am, which is Phoenix, because that's who I am. Oh, and I do just need that up instead. And yeah, so yeah, that's that. Can I change my colour at all? I used to be able to change my colour. Oh well. Oh yeah, here I do. Yeah, so I can change my colour in there. Everyone else is Nexus. So the three factions are Nexus, Scavengers, and you. Scavengers have more sort of scavengy type. They're basically your raiders out of Fallout, the Fallout games. Nexus is your sort of AI enemy, and then the player is obviously you. Now this map is quite large. I've got no bases on, so we start off with some power resources. Oh god, come on. Right, so he's going to build 4 of that. Meanwhile, this guy is going to build a factory. Right, we've got to build as quickly as possible. The enemy will be coming from somewhere. And, oh, you know what I should have built instead of a factory? Oh, well, he can build a factory. Once that guy's done with that, I will also get him to build a power generator. So the way your resource is power in this game. These oil derricks will pump up oil, and then the power generator will take that oil and then turn it into energy. You can only have 4 oil derricks hooked to any one power generator at a time, so you will need additional power generators as you get more oil derricks. To get units, obviously, via the factory. No, don't do that. And to get a mini map, I need my command center, which I will stick back there. Oh no, do that. Yeah. I'm going to build another truck so that I can start building the research stuff. All of this stuff can have modules attached to it. You do need modules on the factory to build more advanced units, and you do need a module on the power generator to make it have more power, and the research modules go onto the research things, and so on and so forth. You'll kind of pick it up. The research tree for this is insane, like properly nuts. So yeah, that's we'll get to that. It's well worth having a look on. I think they'll probably have. I think it's probably on the Warzone 2100 website, and it is, you know, it's an absolutely colossal tree. I can't even remember what to do where, but right. So now we've got a mini map, so we can see what's going on. That's your designer. Actually, I do need to design a new craft, except I can't yet because I haven't researched. Right, so now I've got research. Yeah, you have to actually research the machine gun to be able to use the machine gun, especially when you've got it so bare bones as I do now. Let's have the sensor thing. So this is where you build all your stuff. At the moment, I've only got the parts for the basic Viper chassis, the wheels, and the machine gun armaments. Some chassis can have multiple turrets on them, and some turrets are just sort of upgraded versions of these. So we're going to have the twin machine gun and the heavy machine gun. I'm going to build 6 of those. Let's build some more research facilities. Like so. Oh, yeah, let's just build another power generator over here somewhere. Right, so when those guys start coming out, I can start sending them out. There's also little oil drums you can find, which give you a small boost to your power. Very, very small. But it can mean the difference between not making something and actually making something. Like so. There's a little oil barrel there, so let's just pick it up. Let's attack the... As you can see, he's not particularly accurate at the moment. At all. So let's just move him forwards. Holding right click on them will actually let you see their health bar. Black has obviously charged forwards and started taking over oil derricks. And I can't have that, so let's get the better bullets, let's get the engineering, and let's get the sensor tower. Sensor towers will allow you to see further. Sorry, I'm used to... Oh god, no, not that. No, not that. So, more interesting things about this game. This was one of the first, possibly even the first 3D RTS, fully 3D RTS. So you can sort of move the map around and like. It doesn't look great because it's, well, the old style of 3D. It's not too bad for looks, ultimately. Other interesting things about this: when you destroy an oil derrick, you can't build on it immediately. Just one of those rather interesting little things, really. But these bullets are doing nothing. Oh, they might be doing a little bit more now. Let's beef them up more. Obviously, all I'm doing at the moment is increasing the damage of the bullets. I'm going to turn the sound down a bit because I can barely hear myself. Audio, let's bring that down, let's bring that down, let's bring that down. Right. I don't know if it was because of games like this that basically meant that I never really got into StarCraft type games. I just felt that they were very limited in their scope compared to something like this where you've got only one faction, but you've got such a huge amount of choice of the kinds of things you can do. You can turtle in this game quite easily if you are good enough to do that. You can set up with things like mortars, different types of mortars that you can have. Let's just move him over here. Alright, got nothing that I can really do. Oh, I can. Let's get sensor up, because sensors are also quite good for something else. Not only do they allow you to see further, they also allow your mortars to see further. So you can connect these up to mortars, just mortar units, and they'll be able to fire further. And obviously, if you hook those mortar units to, say, a tracked sensor vehicle, those mortars will again be able to shoot further, which is kind of nice, actually. There's quite a lot of nice, interesting features which you really don't see in a lot of modern day RTSs. Though I guess the idea of RTS is sort of there's not really that many good RTSs that have come out for quite some time, actually. Command and Conquer kind of died off. EA did not do a particularly good job of continuing that. I would have quite liked to see a Generals 2. I know, weird, eh? I did quite like Generals. It was the first sort of RTS that EA made without using the Westwood, all of the Westwood studio, because a lot of them had left. And it wasn't a brilliant game, but it had some quite interesting concepts where you have your American army, you have your Russian army, which is a little bit Chinese, wasn't it? Chinese army, which is far more sort of cyber based, I guess. And then you have your terrorist army, which is far more about using sort of technicals and bodge together tanks and all that sort of stuff. And sort of use of fake buildings and the like to trick your enemies into doing things which they didn't necessarily realise they were doing. I'm doing an awful lot of research here. I just need more and more research at the moment. I could get a light cannon. I think I'm going to go for the flamer though. And I'm also going to get a cyborg factory down. Cyborgs are good, cheap units. But I do also need more power. So they will handle general defense until that AI realizes that what it needs to do is send better units forward, which shouldn't be too long now before I start to get an influx of the much better armed, like twin machine gun variants. So I should probably do some tracked twin machine guns, and let's get the next level of bullets and a machine gun bunker as well. As well as, let's say, 3 of them? Something like that. 3 should be alright. Let's move that forwards a little bit. And then the cyborg, you don't have to build the cyborgs. Oh, well, you do. Obviously, you have to build them, but you don't design them. So you got start off with a combat engineer, which is a cyborg with engineering, array, a flamer, and a machine gunner. I'm just going to craft up some machine gunners. I am not particularly great at this game. You'll certainly not get any sort of total biscuit level of tactics here. This game is in multiplayer is quite fast paced. It's very much about getting out your much better equipped units and then rushing bases than sort of turtling. If you turtle, you can kind of trick people into falling into a trap eventually, but that's kind of rare. Something they did add actually, which was quite nice, was the hardcrete gates. So you can actually have a gate, a proper gate. You couldn't do that in the original version. So let's have that. So I can get a wall across there, and actually I can start putting that wall in now. I can't remember if shift click was in the original. Right, let's get him forwards. So yeah, these are just basic machine gun troops, and I've got some twin machine guns up there. You can get other. There's obviously a lot better versions of machine gun you can get, and sort of twin versions like twin Gatling guns and twin cannons and all sorts of things. They really did splash out on the stuff you can do with this. So I think there's over 2,000 combinations of units that you can have, which is kind of neat. Obviously, in multiplayer, people do tend to stick with some very, very sort of specific combinations of unit. But yeah. Right. Something that's quite annoying. I can probably just do that. One person is apparently watching. I don't know if that's me watching, as I've said before. But, right, I can see the important stuff, which is basically that the stream is running fine and I'm not being too badly murdered by the enemy, which I haven't really seen yet. I've seen their trucks, but I haven't really seen them yet, and it's slightly concerning. However, I can get up some power modules. There's an awful lot of just stuff you can do with this game which you don't really have in other RTSs. Like guarding buildings. You can set units to guard buildings so they won't stray too far from the building. And you can set them to... There's loads of stuff you can do. So you can set when they retreat. What they do, so they can guard an area. They can hold a position. So guard is... If the enemy starts running, they will chase after them for a little bit, and then after, once they've reached the threshold, they'll return back to wherever they're meant to be guarding. And pursue, which basically means they'll just pursue them forever. And then things like, you know, returning for repair, return from HQ. There's an awful lot of just general stuff you can do with these units, which, yeah, a lot of automated stuff. So you can say, well, actually, you know what? I want this unit to return when it's damaged by half. So now that's going. That unit will retreat when it's down to about half health, which is kind of different. Right, let's get some a couple of machine gun bunkers either side, so when they come in through the gate, that will be a gate, they'll then get attacked by machine gun bunkers. Ooh, what else do I want? Let's have the factory module, because then that will unlock more stuff. Let's have let's get the next flamer up, and let's get the heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun is a lot more expensive, but well worth it. Right, let's get these guys out. I'm gonna do is it shift 1, isn't it? Oh, sorry, control 1. Just create a control group, and then I'm gonna send them out. Just a few units, six units, just going out to see what's going on out there. So, you know, immediately we see more stuff that we can just destroy. Right. Ooh, major research has been completed. I don't know what that was in. Flamer, I think. Yeah, oh, is it flavor that I did? That's really expensive. Let's go for it. Right, let's move my units. Oh no, I've got to guard that for a minute, because the enemy will sort of come forwards to try and reclaim it. So we'll reclaim it and probably build up some defense units around it, and move that down. Move that down there. Right. Let's also throw in a wheeled flamer. So let's have a couple of wheeled flamers. Yeah, 4 wheeled flamers. Let's also do some mini rockets wheels. It'd be cheaper. Mini rocket pods. And let's also do a few of 2 of them. Rockets are quite good against armor, and flamers are quite good against cyborgs. So yeah, let's do that. And then things like cannon are quite good against buildings. And machine guns are reasonable all-rounders. They're not particularly great at anything. Not at the moment, anyway. It takes a little bit more advancement to really make them worthwhile. Grab that barrel. And let's just destroy some stuff. Yes, those trees do explode. Because why not? That sounded like a heavy machine gun. Oh, yeah, the scavengers. When you destroy buildings, you can sometimes get sort of research drops that unlock various different types of research, which is, again, it's, you know, all these things which are kind of slightly different to most games. Let's get a machine gun bunker down there. Automated manufacturing, yeah, let's get that, and let's get that one. Meanwhile, I'm going to get that. Let's go on to a sidebar while I'm just doing various little bits and pieces here. EU Army. I've heard it quite a lot recently. This whole idea, this is the new thing the Leave campaign are throwing around, that if we stay in the EU will say to us, well, you can't have an army anymore, we're going to take all that control away from you. It's not going to happen. So if anybody's been concerned about that, it's really, really not going to happen. For a start, the last time an EU army was proposed, the UK vetoed it. So we've said no before, we can say no again. It's one of those things that needs to be a unanimous vote, and if it's not unanimous, then it's not going to happen, very much like Turkey. Turkey will not join the EU until they've finished their 35 articles, of which so far in 40 years they've only managed to do one of them. So yeah, that's probably not going to happen, not in 4 years. And actually there's been concern that they might not actually have done the article in question anymore, because they've been going back on a lot of things. The whole idea of an EU army as it stands is more a central command for civilian and military operations, which is basically what NATO is, so I'm really not sure why people are concerned. Oh, it's thunder. There's thunder outside, I think. No rain yet, though, thankfully. That's something I need to be aware of. I've got mini rockets outside. Let's just control 2 these guys. Yeah, I wiped them out. But as you saw, the mini rockets did tear through my armour a bit there. So yeah, I need more mini rockets, basically. I need more defense down there to stop them from pushing forwards. Alright, let's get these guys down, because the blacks appear to be the ones. The black team is the one that's quite aggressive at the moment. So just while I get some more defense up here. What I really want is... Aha! Yeah, that's the one I want. It's a sort of it's a hard point. So hard points are essentially walls, but they've got guns on them. You can get much better hard points than heavy machine gun hard point, but that's the first one you get. There are sort of missile versions of it, cannon versions. All the different cannons have... Yes, we've got light cannon here. Let's grab the light cannon hard point. Do also need repair. So let's get up another. You can have up to 5 research things in a standard game anyway. There's no other way in, is there? Yeah, so over here I could maybe have my VTOLs, so reasonably far away from the action. Let's get some more of those up. Let's also get another factory up. Need more defense up here, but yeah, okay. Heavy gunner? That's a cannon. Let's grab the cannon variant. Okay. I want mobile repair turret, because I think that unlocks the structure version, which basically means I could put a repair module here, and all these units would then be able to repair there, hopefully. As long as they weren't being murdered too much. You can also put repair these things onto tracks, so vehicles, and there's a cyborg version of it as well, so you can get those amongst and get them building your guys, or repairing your guys. I do recommend, if you're watching this and you're thinking, yeah, actually that's, your repair facility, that's the one. Looks like a pretty decent RTS. It really, really is. It's a little bit different, and it uses quite a lot of quite interesting concepts that we didn't see back then, and we still don't really see now. So it's somewhere between micromanagement and really, really not. It's quite unique to get. Let's get a cheap repair turret. HE rockets, that's what, high explosive. I can't believe I actually had to think about that one. Unless I can get the repair module, I think we'll get the high explosive rockets. Continue down the rocketry tree, because it's definitely worth it. And I also need to make my repair turret vehicles, as well as let's make a repair. Can I? Cyborg mechanic, that's the one. And let's build a tank-ish, half-track light cannon. So that one can make that. Getting a little bit pricey, but worth it. Okay, let's get that guy down into here. He should automatically sort of just repair these guys a bit. Improve the hardcrete. Oh, yeah. Let's get the light cannon hardpoint up there. Right, so it's the Reds that are being quite aggressive now. But thankfully they've got not so great things. Oh, your units level up a little bit. I don't actually know what that does. But yeah, you do kind of get little ranks appear next to them. Do I really need the hurricane? Oh no, I need the mortars, and I also need medium cannon. Right, let's go for a gander. Let's make a new. This is my new group 1. So they're going to tear all this stuff apart. A little bit of screen shake when you destroy something, which I might turn off actually if I can. Oh, I can't do that in game. It's time. I'll fight. No, don't destroy the tree. Why would you destroy the tree? Right, there are ways into. I think that's one. Yeah. And this is why you defend against. Oh. I was about to say, this is why I think I might have actually got some kind of an enemy nearby. So let's grab another light cannon hard point on there. And get some heat cannons, shells. yeah, so now this guy's got quite a lot of cyborgs, which are good. They, you know, they are decent units for. There's an awful lot of reds. Right, so there's quite a lot there. I think. Right, he's got quite a lot of cyborgs, which don't like the heat too much. So maybe what we need are some flamer bunkers out here. If I can afford it. What happened to the... Oh, I accidentally built that. Okay. They all look the same. Facility, research facility. Let's build a couple of research facilities. Let's also get those guys out in case of a breach. And let's get some bunkers out, which I can't do because I don't have the research unlocked yet. But soon I will have mortars, and mortars will make everything good. Some really nice mortars in the game, actually. Really nice. Like some rapid fire ones. So, like the pepper pot mortar, you know, bombard mortars. You know, big mortars. I'm a big fan of mortars. So let's get a. Let's wall off. Oh no, that's a gate. No. I mean, yeah, I could have a gate there, but I think what I want to do. Well, I will have a gate there, but get a wall across there, get a wall down there, both with gates in so we can easily get in and out, and some hard points up. Get the walls up first, then deal with hard points. Maybe flamer bunkers either side. I've already got units coming in. Oh, he's already got. I mean, those are all lancers. He's got lancers. Damn it. A lot of the units that he's got are quite decent. So that one that was so the Lancer is the 2 missile one. Got 2 missiles that come out. They're great against buildings, not so all right against armor. And the other one, which was like a missile rack type of thing, that was it's quite good, sort of a long range attack, I guess. But it's got very slow reload time, so you can sort of, if it's fired its entire load, you can kind of get in close and kill it then. Let's get that guy down. So I'm gonna mainly work on hard points. Hard points, mortar stuff, and missiles. And if I can do it, is it reinforced base structure? No, there's another one. Might need the fuel injection first. Yeah, probably get the fuel injection in a second. Let's get the gate down, and then I can get a hard point either side. Yeah, that's probably the way to do things. Hello, other person. Watching me play Warzone really badly. It was going to be Minecraft, but yeah, 12 FPS probably isn't the most optimum frame rate for watching a video at. So you got Warzone instead. I'm not great at this game, at all. I'm more of a turtler, I have to admit. Never know, one day I might do something like Supreme Commander. I do like that game. Yeah. It's a decent RTS. though it's a little bit different to this in some ways. Right, major research is being completed. I don't know which one it was talking about. So what was I going to be doing? Let's do fuel injection. Fuel injection, missiles, bullets and mortars. I think that's a decent thing to start to work on researching. This game, by the way, for the person watching and for anybody watching post stream, this game is completely and utterly free. It's an older game, but you can just download it for free off the wz2100.net website. It's all community based. It was an actual game about 10 years ago, something like that. So and they got the source code for it, and now's now. So yeah, stuff is this is a pretty awesome game. There's, research and rocket autoloader to make them faster. Oh, that's the mini rocket array, which I do want. So lots and lots of long range missile, or medium range missiles, I guess that one is. Got a couple of trucks, because mine have been destroyed. Probably got a little bit too much power, so let's spend some of it. Can I do anything new with anything? Ooh, I could have a medium cannon. Yep. Machine gunner, combat engineers. Grenadier? Let's go. We got a couple of grenadiers. Waiting for that one, and then let's get that module up. Fire chain gun. Ooh, and I need to finish up off that, don't I? Let's go medium cannon. Oh, what have I done? Medium cannon. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I don't know what went on there. Right. Light cannon, flamer bunker. Really expensive. Yeah, let's go for really expensive. Yeah, there's little things that the community have added. Things like the timers, so you can actually see how long something is going to take. The gates were community added. They've done stuff with the graphics. The environments are a lot more detailed than they used to be. What else? Lots of bug fixes, and they have looked at possibly doing some things with the graphics, like these sorts of things. Here and there, but right. I do hope you're not hearing all the pings, the Steam pings. I don't think you are, because I've turned off the sound of the game. Yeah, something like that. Right. Let's make that all control 2. 22 units. And they're going to go for an amble down here, because I've got quite a lot of like machine gunners and the like in there, old styles of units. So I think they could do with going out and then use that to murder some more of those units, and then we'll get some new ones. Unit is under attack, apparently. Oh, because I've got Lancer batteries now. Yep, it's now thundery a little. Right, they'll be attacking me now. Let's grab some more of those. Oh, I can do that. And mini rocket batteries, and that one, and that one. So just better rockets all round. I'll probably do a little bit in here as well, getting some. I can do some stuff here as well. Sensor tower. First things first, sensor tower. Allows me to see further. A little bit. Which is great for when you're getting mortar pits down. Apparently there's a... oh yeah, it's through there. So yeah, I was not expecting the Lancers as I came through. So that did kind of mess me up there a lot. Hover. What I really want is, yeah, composite alloys. Oh, I've missed something kind of important. And this is why I have large cannon. Medium cannon there. That can cover that approach. I'm now expecting the mother of all storms out there. Been hot for a couple of days in England, and evidently the weather is annoyed at that. The country's annoyed. I'm sure UKIP will have some reason for the all these massive storms that we get. They usually have some kind of balmy excuse. UKIP are the United Kingdom Independence Party. As you can imagine, they're very they're all for the EU. Certainly no fear mongering go on there ever. Ooh, he's not going to be happy. And he's missing with quite a few of those shots, so that's some pretty sort of primitive rocket technology there. Unfortunately, my cannons take a long time to reload, so you know, if I get rushed by mobs, then I'm going to have problems with that. So maybe what I let's get that, and let's get the cannon. So there's one more cannon to come after medium cannon. So there's a large cannon, which is a fair behemoth of a cannon, great for armor, but very slow if you put it on a vehicle. Obviously, because you're putting a massive cannon on a small chassis. And there's other sort of variants of cannons as you go. So there's like a hypervelocity cannon and twin-linked versions of these things. Quite a large amount of choice actually. Chain gun upgrade, that will increase the speed of my machine guns. So not the cannons, the twin machine guns and the like. I need to be building more units. Let's build 9 of them. Let's build a few of them, and let's build 9 of the flamers as well. Might do a bit of work on flamers actually. So I am seeing more cyborgs. There's some quite nice with flame technology, because you get things like the thermite and thermate later on that can be dropped from VTOLs. So, yeah. This is kind of enjoyable actually, just doing a stream and talking about Warzone and stuff. So I might do some more of these actually. Mix it up a bit. Have a few different games that I can do on a stream, not just Minecraft, because not everybody likes watching Minecraft ultimately. Ooh, what should I do? That's really expensive, so I should probably do that one while I've got the power to do so. Getting quite a lot of power from various sources. It's not a large enough force to sort of send forwards, but to keep this under control, perhaps. And let's get some. Let's get a sensor tower up here. Oh, my research is completing. Beef up my cyborgs, beef up my vehicles. Ooh, get that. So yeah, what else has been going on in the world? Sports Direct have been having their day in a parliamentary thing. Quite interesting watch actually, watching them squirm and try and not so much the head of Sports Direct, but the agencies particularly, how they handle things. They were being very trying to basically wriggle their way out of a problem. Suddenly they're what they do has been exposed to everyone, so that was kind of interesting. High temperature flamer gel, flamer bunker. I need that one. May not win that actually. Let's back out from that. I need something that's a little bit better against. I mean, those are what, light cannons? Yeah, they're the light cannons. I probably should take up the heavy mob. Let's just task them to defend that. And a little bit more. Ooh, I know. How major research was that? Rocket autoloaders might be useful, and let's also go down here, because that will also, when the AI being how they are, when you take over one of these, at the very least they'll stop sending their engineer units down. Plus you'll get the power from it, which is always good. I do need a bit more power. That one's got 3 connected, so that'll make 4. Then I can block off that and create a bit of a bottleneck there as well. And hardened sensor towers. Ooh, more research completed. Now there are. Ooh, I've got quite a lot of good stuff there actually now. So things like the track propulsion, hover propulsion. So something that I quite like to have later on is a hover version of the engineer vehicle, because they are then very, very quick and they can go anywhere, even over water, so that's rather useful. So let's have that, and we'll do some vehicle stuff. Get better chassis for tougher chassis, so that I can put more stuff on them and have them. These things will be quite expensive to build, but then they'll be quite resilient as well. So that's kind of what I go for. I don't mind putting a something like a plasma launcher on an expensive body, because it's going to last. So let's get the Python as well. But when you're coming to building VTOLs, for example, what you might actually want is something like the Bug, which is a very, very cheap armor type. This thing, it's very small, but it's I can put something reasonably sort of inexpensive on it. So something like the Lancer, for example, that might actually be quite a good variant, because it's quite cheap to produce, so you can produce lots of them. It's not going to take too many hits, but then it's a Lancer, so it's going to have a fairly long reload time anyway. So as long as the shots that you're getting off are going to hit, it doesn't really matter too much if it survives for long. So, and for something that's quite an expensive weapon anyway, yeah, I can see just making a couple of them to mix in with the troops. Let's get those out there. Probably going to stop at about 9 o'clock, because I've been going on for about an hour now. But yeah, if you liked watching some Warzone, me play some Warzone, well, let me know. I might do some more Warzone streams. I'm kind of trying out, experimenting with a few different things to see what people enjoy. And sort of also experimenting with what my system can handle. Another person has started watching just as I'm talking about possibly stopping soon. Oh, yeah, I've got my timer up there. I'm waiting for the rain to start. It's being quite reluctant at the moment. All I can hear is this thunder going on in the background. Fuel injection, truck propulsion. Let's go for truck propulsion. Let's go for tougher warheads and faster reload speed. And I can get high velocity cannons as well, can't I now? So let's get one of those. Scorpion base with half tracks, so reasonably quick, and high velocity cannon. Build those. Where is it? Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Little bit pricey. I can only really afford the one for the moment. Right. Let's send these guys out on a little expedition to destroy. I want to destroy these defences over here, and possibly even try and push in further to the red base. Don't know if I'll have enough units to really overwhelm it, especially as they like to attack the closest target rather than the biggest one, I guess. Now you can attack that one, and now you can drift in. Doing actually pretty well against this endless cycle of cyborgs that they've got. Actually, probably pull out now. Right. Didn't pull out quick enough, but hey, never mind. They will now swarm in, and I will try and defend myself a little. Possibly should have waited. Let's get a flamer bunker up. But I've got these guys now, so they can take over. Alright, I think at this point I'm going to say farewell. Been doing this for about an hour now, and yeah, kind of want to do some other bits. So for now, I will say thank you very much for watching. I will try and keep doing these every Tuesday, because Tuesday is quite a good time for me, because it's reasonably quiet in the house. And you know, and I'm around basically. I'm not around for many evenings, and so that can get a little bit awkward. So for now, I will say thank you for watching, those that watched live, and for those that didn't and watching this afterwards, thanks for watching this as well. If you liked the look of Warzone, you can download it from the Warzone site. You can just put in Warzone 2100 into Google and hit the first link. Free download, and it's updated by the community, so you know they have the source code to do it, which is kind of awesome. So they've been doing quite a lot of bits and pieces with just making the game look better and fixing the bugs and adding more content and the like. So it's a lot sort of larger and more complex game than it used to be. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Oh god, I need to do other things that